The road didn't show up on Google Maps. That's what made it perfect. "Dude, this has to be it," said Ethan, holding up his phone. The screen flickered like a broken signal. "The haunted house from that thread. It just looks abandoned," Jake muttered, but his voice wasn't steady. Behind them, Noah gave a nervous laugh. "Yeah, abandoned by people, maybe." The house stood at the end of a narrow dirt road, surrounded by dead trees. Windows shattered. Paint peeling. But the creepiest thing wasn't how old it looked. It was how it looked. Grainy. Like they weren't seeing it with their eyes, but through a glitching camera. The edges of the house shimmered, like static on an old TV. "Tell me you guys see that," Noah whispered. Ethan nodded slowly. "Yeah, it's like it's glitching." Jake forced a shrug. "Probably just dust or something." But even he didn't believe that. The front door creaked open before they touched it. No wind. No sound. It just opened. Ethan smirked, trying to act brave. "Guess it wants us to come in. Or wants us gone," Noah muttered. They stepped inside anyway. The moment they crossed the doorway, the air changed. Heavier. Thicker. Their phones lost signal instantly. And everything became more grainy. The walls flickered with static. Shadows twitched unnaturally, like something invisible kept moving just out of sight. "Okay, this is seriously messed up," Jake said. "Let's record and bounce." Ethan lifted his camera. On the screen, the house looked worse. Distorted. And at the end of the hallway, something moved. They walked deeper inside. Each footstep echoed too loudly. Jake stopped. "Wait." Ethan lowered his phone. "What? We're 3 people, right?" Noah swallowed. "Yeah. Then why do I hear 4 footsteps?" Silence. Then, step. Right behind them. They spun around. Nothing. Just an empty hallway, flickering with static. "Someone's messing with us," Ethan said. But all 3 of them knew. No one else was there. They found an old mirror hanging crooked on the wall. Ethan stepped closer, shining his flashlight. Their reflections appeared. But something was wrong. Noah's voice cracked. "Yo, look at that!" In the mirror, Ethan and Jake stood still. But Noah's reflection was smiling. Too wide. Too slow. And it wasn't matching his face. "Guys," Noah whispered, backing away. But in the mirror, his reflection didn't move. It just stood there. Smiling. Watching. Then slowly, it raised its hand. And tapped from the inside. "Tap." Noah screamed. The mirror shattered instantly. The next morning, 2 boys were found walking along the road. Jake. And Noah. Shaking. Silent. Covered in dust. "Where's Ethan?" people asked. They didn't answer. They never talked about that night again. But something wasn't right. Weeks later, Jake's family noticed he spent hours staring into mirrors. Smiling. And whenever Noah came over, they walked in perfect sync. Because no matter how many people go in, the house never lets you leave alone. If you ever find a house